Let's look back in time. The 1970 Triumph Hornby and Minnick catalogue. Price of 2 shillings, 2 pence. I don't know what that means. Okay, opening up. This is nice. It's a nice matte paper, old style paper. So it starts off, tells you about the big four, the four main railway companies: LMS, GWR, LNER, and SR. So Southern Railways, London North Eastern Railways, Great Western Railways, and the London Midlands, Scotland. So there's a bit of history there, a little bit of education and reading. New look for the 70s. We have pleasure in presenting to our many friends and to newcomers to model railways in this, the first year of a new decade, the 16th edition of the Triumph Hornby catalogue. Its pages are packed with pictures and details of the complete range of Triumph Hornby models, to which this year we are proud to announce 4 particular new features. These were System 6 track, for the first time you can choose from the pages of one catalogue locomotives and coaches either in colours of British Railways or in gay historical liveries of the 4 famous railway companies. Yay! You've got the new flexible track, a yard long. And for the first time we are seeking the help of every railway modeller by asking him to complete the questionnaire, sexist, to be found interleaved between the pages of this catalogue. There you go. So the front cover painting is a Terence Cuneo. It's titled Express Engines at Tyldesley. Now, Cuneo, his thing, his signature was to hide a mouse somewhere in his pictures. Now I don't know where the mouse is on this one. Not found it as yet, but it'll be in there somewhere. I'm giving up, otherwise it's going to be like a half-hour long video. So, turn the pages. About Triumph Hornby model railways. Look at that. You've got magnet adhesion symbol, smoke symbol, light symbol, power supply symbol, and the clip fit symbol. That tells you what the different features are. This gives you the features engineered in. Now look at this. This is a lovely page. I love the feel of this paper too. It's not glossy like a modern magazine. It's not poor quality paper either, like a comic. It's got really lovely feel to it. It's quite thick. It's quite heavy. So there you've got a blue Coronation Class 8P locomotive, and you've got a Flying Scotsman as well. Look at that. Beautiful, beautifully presented. You know, turning the page there, you've got really nice layout for the catalogue. So you've got cutouts onto white background, nice and clear and plain. Okay, going across. So there's a decent range there. You know, BR modern locomotives. So I saw one of these recently. You got to bear in mind that this is now 51 years ago. So modern locomotives. Yep. Here we go. Some more. The catenary system. Look at that. You could have overhead power. Well, I guess it's powered. If not, it certainly was to depict the power. Triumph Wren. Look at Triumph Wren. You can have the heavy die-cast metal locomotives. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Then the kits. And this is a bit different. So basically, you had to build your locomotive. You got the bits, and then you put them together. So that's quite cool, actually. And the coaches. Now the train sets themselves. So you've got obviously your little track plans. So you've got the Flying Scotsman set, the Night Mail set, the Senior Freightliner set, and the local diesel set. Look at that. That's cool. You can load containers onto trucks. It's yeah, quite interesting to see the difference compared to the later versions. More electric train sets from Triumph Hornby. I got that little carriage. I got that little carriage. God, 50-year-old carriage. My brother's got that one. Possibly that one. I don't know what ones he's got. Yeah. Extra track packs are depicted. Then the clockwork train sets. These look awful. Lego looks better quality, to be honest. And then the battery-powered electric train sets. Some more Freightliner stuff, so you could carry your containers. And the freight depot with a Freightliner depot crane. Nice and playable. So the wagons and vans. Look at that, there's plenty of different ones. Nice and plain. A lot more so than later years when they had to depict stuff on it for added interest, which to be honest was quite good. But the reality is probably most freight that you saw being towed around would not be marked up, for example, with peak fiends or sacks of salt or Eskimo 5 bananas. You know, they're probably plainer than that. You know, maybe stuff with LMS on or something like that. Now these are cool. Triumph Hornby Battle Space. As a kid, I would have loved this. Look at the Strike Force strike set, the radar tracking command car, the missiles and tank recovery and gun emplacements, catapult plane launch carts, horrible looking plane, really toy-like, spy satellite launcher, very 70s, exploding car. When hit by battle space, rocket missile car explodes realistically, easily reassembled for further attacks. Now that sounds brilliant. I'd have loved that, quite frankly. Assault tank transporter, anti-aircraft searchlight wagon. Well, look at that. Cool, how good. And then the battle rescue helicopter car. Really bad looking helicopter. You'd have thought they'd have put some effort into it. Prisoner of war car. Sniper car. Command car. Radar tracking command car. The satellite set. And this, I think, is just awful. That's some sort of bizarre figment of some weird imagination, but these are really popular. The Battle Space Turbo car with its variable speed propeller driven armoured space car with heavy duty ramming spike for attack missions was great fun to operate, and apparently it was. Apparently really good. I've never heard of these. You can get them on eBay. Maybe that's something for me to have a look at in the future. So here you are, introducing the new System 6 track. Scale, sleeper length, spacing and rail section, positive track end joining, exclusive slot for clip fit accessories, solid drawn steel rail for magnet adhesion, same geometry as Super 4, can be joined by using a pair of R476 converter tracks, 3 circle radii and flexible track. And then you've got the different track sets, and these are the different pieces of track that you could get at the time. And then of course you could still get the Super 4 track. I'm not really sure what the difference is between the two. I'm guessing the sleeper distance is different. It looks it, certainly. So now the accessories are Super 4 and Super 6. So Super 4 track, single track level crossing, uncoupling ramp, power connecting clip and underlay. So it must be slightly different sizes then. So you've got, oh, that's a very different power connecting clip. Universal accessories. And the Hornby, Triumph Hornby Book of Trains. The track plans book. So, extending your layout and electrifying your points. So, set oval, set circle, plus slot, plus the siding pack, plus the passing loop set. You can end up with something like that. There's your hand operated points, or you can motorise them. I mean, that's good. That gives you good instructions. So of course you go out and you buy stuff then the stations. So you got your small station. Well, that's quite a complex, larger station with everything in. The water cranes, you still get those with the water tower currently. Same sort of platforms still around. A terminus and through station assembly pack, that looks quite cool. Straight platform and canopy. Got the bridge, a modern brick engine shed and a brick signal box. The ticket office platform pack, I've got one of those kicking around. The line side huts, and then the illuminated station lamps. Signals, bridges and tunnels. Look at that. So you got that massive great bridge. We can have the little girder bridge. We can have the viaduct bridge, and I think those are still available now, new. You can have the inclined piers or the river bridge. That's quite cool. I've not seen one of those. And that god awful tunnel. So that's 50 years those things have been around now. Anyway, the big signal gantry. Look at that. That's cool. And you've got your home and distance small single signals. Then the junction signals. That's what I like. And your coloured light signals. Going on, you've got your scenic materials. So this is your scatter, your moorland mixture, spring green, autumn green, etc. So this was mainly dyed sawdust, cork bark for making your cliff faces, and the lichen which you used for trees and bushes and hedges and so on. And it also depicts, which doesn't in the later ones, also depicts, which doesn't in the later ones, the people. I mean, look at that. A little girl with her hoop. Boy with his paper plane. Road workman. Look at that. Those workmen, he's carrying his bin. Health and safety have heart attack. Get your chimney sweep and all sorts. All people you don't see anymore. Industrial works. Look at that. Look at the old cop and robber. I like that. You're nicked, Sonny Jim. Look at that, brilliant, brilliant, they're really cool. Supermarket, loading bay, the electric pylons are quite good. They feature in the landscape, of course, quite dramatically and quite heavily. You've even got the Triumph polystyrene cement, lovely stuff. But it's also got the Triumph Minic electric car racing set. So this is kind of like a Scalextrics type thing. So, you know, that's in there as well. Look at this, all these different cars. The Ferrari 500, the Chevy, Corvette Stingray, Aston Martin DB6, Ferrari 330 P4, Ford GT Mark II, E-Type Jag 2+2, Humber Super Snipe. My grandparents had one of those. Breakdown lorry, flat trailer, caravan trailer, the double-decker bus, and then you've got obviously some buildings with it as well. Now, if that had Triumph Spitfires, I would probably look on eBay for Triumph Minic set. Buy the various track, you could lay out some lovely cool things, Cobra track pack, and you could look on here and replicate Le Mans, Silverstone, Monaco, Brands Hatch, or even Monza. I mean, how cool is that? And on the back, an advert for the Frog scale plastic model kits. So you've got Kitty Hawk in British markings, Messerschmitt 410, P38 Lightning, the old fork-tailed devil, and a Bowfighter. Rovex Triang Limited, Westwood, Margate, Kent. And that is your 1970 catalogue. It's got a lovely feel to it, the texture, and it's just really tactile. Really nice catalogue. And such a glimpse into the past.